What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the second bonus episode of Let's Play .hackgu Volume 2. In the last episode, we did our superboss that was at the end of Volume 1. I mean, that was the end of Volume 2. I know, whatever. You saw it. So, this next superboss, again, I wasn't really, strong enough to defeat. I was doing a lot of that little chip damage that does barely anything at all to it. So I was just like, I didn't even try to beat it like that. I'm just like, alright, screw this. So, I did have other things to collect for the next episode. I needed more Adler's Keys to unlock the lost weapons. So I ended up just maxing my party out to level 100. So I don't know why I kept this in, but I figured in case anybody was interested in the, anything that might have changed on the characters in between episodes. There you go. And, you know, we never really see the status screen all much, so we can kind of get, like, an idea of, like, other people's, like, strengths and stuff like that. But anyway, so when we defeated the one sin monster in the last episode, we got that email saying that there's another stronger one we can fight, and that's what we're going to be doing this time. Now, luckily, there is no dungeon we have to go through. It will pretty much warp you straight to Marugubaro. Oh, I'm sorry. Dark Marugubaro wall. Because, you know, it has to be dark. And you'll fight the stronger version of the one sin. What are we doing here? Why are we wasting so much time with this? Like, I never know what to keep in when I'm, like, doing this. Because it's like, when I'm editing these videos before doing the recording, and just, like, you know, setting them up just so I can, like, record a whole bunch of stuff at once, I, like, keep in, like, other things that I think, like, a Let's Play might see, but, like, I go off on so many tangents, and don't even, like, talk about the game so many times about what's happening on the screen. I have to, like, wonder, like, oh, I should just get rid of all this, because I'm clearly not, like, focusing on it. But here is something I do want to talk about. I mentioned earlier that I had found out you can actually have, select, like, what skills your character wants to use. It's not as, like, convenient as it was in the original series, but you can still do it. So luckily, when they warp you here, the fight doesn't start immediately. So I'm just doing a little bit of preparing. Adelie has a bunch of support skills now. Like, see how Asao says support skills above him when he does that? Like, in the first series, you just had an option in the menus to, like, say support skills for any characters that have them, and they'd automatically do them. But, like, here you have to, like, select each individual skill. And this is why I don't like doing it, because it's, like, it takes so much time, and, like, it drains her SP so much. Like, it costs 35 just to do one character. And, like, off the top of my head, I forget the, like, the SP costs in the first game, just to, like, compare, but, like, I know for a fact healing spells are, like, ridiculously more expensive in this game than they are in the original series. But, like, another thing that just bothers me is, like, in the original series, your SP recharges, like, so much faster. Like, they know that, like, you'll be burning through SP, and they don't want you to, like, sit there and, like, constantly keep using healing items on it, so they, like, have it recharge at a constant pace. Like, if you want to, like, sit down and have the whole thing recharge, you know, it'll take, like, a minute or two, but, like, in GU, it just, like, takes forever. Like, in between recordings, like, if I'm in a dungeon, I'll leave it while the video is processing, and that'll take a few minutes, and I feel like there's, like, hardly a dent at all in the SP recovery, but you know, that's neither here or there. So, this, I don't know why they just don't call it the One Sin again, because isn't this, like, event called the One Sin event again? Like, the first one was called Invasion of the Super Beings, and this one was called, like, the One Sin event, wasn't it? I could be wrong. I don't know. I thought I read that, but I could be wrong. But anyway, it's called God Eater here, so... But, you know, look at it. It's the same monster, you know? It has the same attacks. Excuse me, my throat there. I'm still in the process of, like, trying not to get sick, and I don't know how well I'm doing it some days. I'm pretty okay today, but like, my throat kind of feels a little bleh, yucky. But yeah, you know, same strategies as the last time. Just, like, keep an eye on other character's health, because like I said before, this guy is a little more aggressive than the first one. So we're almost done whittling down his armor on this side. Can we do it? No. The problem with the left side is, like, he'll always, like, he doesn't have, like, a mirrored movement or anything like that. When he's, like, switching which side he's vulnerable on. He will always use that arm to do this attack. And since that's one of his main attacks, when his vulnerable side is on that arm, it's harder to actually hit it. Because, you know, he raises it in the air. You can't reach it. I mean, maybe magic could reach it, but we don't have a magician with us. Adelie does have, attack skills on her, but I think I just kind of wanted her to heal. But, this guy has, like, 8,000 HP. That's, like, nuts. Let's see, how much HP can we get down, before he starts doing it? Ooh, nice. He was going to do that charge attack, but then we Rengeki'd him. Now, I can't remember if this happened in the last battle or not, but when that does happen, when he begins to charge and you Rengeki and he cancels, sometimes he'll push you out. He didn't do it this time, but I think he does it in some upcoming things. So, ooh, look at all that HP just drop. Oh my god, Adelie, you okay? Entrance, you okay? Holy crap. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta, have Adelie, like, heal, you know, if you are bringing Adelie in. But, yeah, this is a battle where you kind of gotta get your, pay attention to healing yourself as well. Because, yeah, I don't know, you just can't, like, rely on Adelie. Like, her SP burns out because all of her healing spells are just, like, so ridiculously expensive. Even with her, like, bonus of healing spells being, like, cut in by 25%. But, so last time we made the mistake of using the Divine Awakening against the core. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. I am not prepared to do this today. Now we're doing it against his wrists, and I think it should take it out one shot. Does it? Yes? Maybe? Yes? I think it does? Yes, it does. Excellent. Oh, and they put us right there, too. So we did, like, almost 2,000 damage the first time, but that was because we got lucky with the Rengekis. I don't know if we'll get lucky with the Rengekis here, but let's see what we're doing. But I don't know, like, I like this battle a lot. I like the music, like, it's not, like, the greatest music in the world or anything like that, but, nice. But, like, it appropriately pumps you up for, like, a monster this big. And, like, it's satisfying, like, whittling down that, armor of his, and when it finally, yeah, see, he closed us out there without doing the beam thing. I'm not really sure why, but it's satisfying, like, whittling down the armor, and then, like, when his core finally opens, it's like, everybody, like, charge it. Like, I don't know, it's a battle I do like. I'm surprised I forgot all about it, to be honest. The only, like, optional boss that I do remember is, Ceranos, honestly. And that's probably because it was just from the first volume, and I have, like, I don't know. I wouldn't say I have the most memories with the first volume. I'd say I probably have the most memories with the second volume, but I don't know. Like, I like my favorite volume kind of argument. I think it's tied between 1 and 2. Because both came, like, at, like, I don't know, it was still, like, kind of like a same time period in my life, but, like, things were, like, I don't know, a little different. Like, Volume 1 came out my first semester of college. I think I told this story before, but in case you forgot or didn't hear it, Volume 1 came out my first semester of college, and I was, like, really busy with my first semester. It was not, like, a good transition from high school to college semester for me, like, at all. So I didn't really have, like, too much time to play video games that semester. I tried to fit in as much GU as I could, because, like, I was still, like, a huge Dot Hack fan at the time. And I really liked what I played. And I identified, like, this is a very different game than the first series, but, you know, I happen to like it anyway. And I think a big reason for that was because I was still, like, a pretty big anime fan, and GU definitely, like, plays more towards, like, an anime story than the original series did. Not that the original series didn't, but I kind of, like, as a game, I take more out of the original series, like, enjoying it as a game than I do as GU. But anyway, so that was that first semester. I think I might have gone through more of the game during the winter break, because I know this game came out at the end of October, and I think my classes ran through the beginning of December. So I may have like played through half of it, or not, maybe not even during that first time, or I don't know. I honestly don't remember. But I know the second volume came out when I was on summer break after my first year, so after my second semester of college. And I just remember like liking a lot of the events that happened in Volume 2 a lot more. Like, I loved Alcade. Surprise, surprise. I loved Azure Ballmonk and Azure Orca showing up. I loved the thing with Tri-Edge. I loved that scene where he like went up against Ovan. I loved the Ovan reveal. There was just a lot in this volume that I was like super pumped about. Because like, I don't know, like, I liked the story enough in Volume 1, but I think it was with Volume 2 that I got, like, super, super excited about. And then Volume 3 just didn't really, like... even back then, before, like, all my problems with GU started to surface, I remember just feeling unsatisfied with Volume 3. But we'll get there when we get there. Man, it's not like Volume 3 is all bad. Volume 3 does introduce some cool things. Well, one cool thing off the top of my head. As you can probably tell with the Divine Awakenings, they do take, like, a little while and kind of break up the pace of the battle. So there is another Awakening that, wow, are we doing a skill while he's doing that attack? That's crazy, man. They replace the Divine Awakening with another type of Awakening, and it's faster, and they give you an incentive to use it more, not like save it for like a certain time, because you'll be able to power up your lost weapons. Because you may have been wondering, well, these lost weapons are cool for Volume 2, but I mean, won't you be getting stronger weapons in Volume 3? And yeah, you do. So lost weapons will be able to be powered up. You'll be able to extract virus cores from monsters by using that specific Awakening. So you'll want to use it as often as you can to like accumulate them and make your lost weapons stronger, which I like. And you know, it's not the same as data drain and everything like that, but like, I can appreciate at the very least, after so much time, they are starting to bring like virus cores back, and like, it's, I don't know, it's kind of like data draining, but not really, because you can't do it whenever you want. But it's at least like a form of it, and it kind of feels more like a dot hack thing again. One of the dungeons they introduce is really cool too, but unfortunately it's kind of like an illegal dungeon, so like it's not something you'll be able to warp to. It's kind of like you find these like seams in areas, and you'll warp to what they call an outer dungeon. And I'll explain all this in Volume 3 too when it pops up, so don't like worry if this is all like a lot to take in at once. It'll probably be better to explain it like as it's on the screen too. Jesus Christ, that attack is like ridiculous. Baby Metroid, where are you? Come save me. Like gameplay wise, Volume 3 is fine. But just story wise, it's just like, it's super disappointing for me. Because it's like, I don't know. As much shit as I give GU's story, I'm still having fun with it. You know, I can, like, at least enjoy, like, making fun of a story and still get, like, legit enjoyment out of it. And that makes it seem, like, so horrible, but, like, it's true, you know? There are some things that, like, people enjoy hating. Like, literally enjoy it. And I guess GU's kind of, like, one of those situations for me with its story. And, I mean, it's not like the story's all bad either. There are good parts in it. But, like, I don't know, the way Volume 3 just kind of wraps things up is just, like, it feels dumb. Remember that Sakaki is 10 years old, because that is, like, one of the main problems I have with one of the plot points in Volume 3. But we'll get there when we get there. Man, it's too bad we can't get one of those Awakenings off the ground. It's hard, it's weird, too, because, like, usually we get Awakenings, like, pretty frequently. But I guess when it's like in a single battle like this, it's a little hard. It shouldn't be harder though, because Adeli's healing non-stop, and that's always going to your morale. Oh, I guess like the biggest thing that contributes to your morale is when you do a Rengeki, and with this kind of monster, where you don't get many opportunities to actually do the Rengeki, so that sucks. Yeah, definitely make sure you're keeping up Adeli's SP. Man, I really wish they had like better healing items though, because like at this point in the game, like I don't know, items that heal 100 SP are not cutting it like at a time. Like that's why I kept on that one accessory for Haseo that doubled the effect of healing items, just because like it gets ridiculous. So it's like at least we're healing 200 now instead of 100. Finally got that awakening, but I think I'm gonna like hold off on it at this point so we can finish, because we're already like, it's got like a third of its armor left, so we may as well finish this off and then start over fresh in the next round. But like, see, this guy is like attacking like all the time. It's like it's not hard or anything. It's just, it keeps you on your toes, and I like battles like that. Like, I don't know. It feels more involved than anything else we've ever done in GU, and I really appreciate that, because that's like, I really wish GU had more like variety in its battles, or more like challenge in its battles, or just something, because like when you have a game that doesn't have a lot of variety and then you like bring it across 3 discs, it's like it really wears on you. Like, and I'm trying to think of other games that like, I don't know, either repeat themselves but they're shorter so it doesn't really like feel too bad, or like games that are just as long but there's variety in it. I don't know, it's weird. Dot Hack is very weird. I wonder how that PS4 remake is gonna go. I wonder if it's gonna like revitalize like any kind of interest in Dot Hack, because like, I don't know, you know, Dot Hack was like a very big important part of my life at one point, and it's like, I don't know. I don't want to go out and like say I wish it was like this full-blown franchise that was like super popular and like pumping like a game out a year and stuff like that, or some kind of thing, because like I kind of feel like Dot Hack kind of like spreads itself like way too thin with like its multimedia storytelling strategy. But like, I don't know. It is still kind of sad that it's like it seemed like such an ambitious thing at the beginning, and like by the end of the GU generation, it kind of just seemed like, you know, all they wanted to do was like retell GU over and over and over and over again. I don't know. I kind of I've never seen the trilogy movie that basically just like retell. Yeah, this was when Adley just like walked right into it when I mentioned it in the last episode. I've never really seen the trilogy movie. I'm kind of wondering, would I enjoy other GU retellings if I wasn't playing the game itself? Because, like, I don't know. Like, if it takes out all of, like, the padding and the fluff and everything, like, maybe I could enjoy GU's story more, like, on its own. And maybe that's why I feel like, with what I've seen when I've been, like, doing this Let's Play, when I researched Dot Hack online, that more people seem to enjoy GU, because it's, like, I don't know, like, I've always, like, looked at Dot Hack as, like, a game, and, like, you know, get my feelings about it from the perspective of a person playing a video game, but, like, I kind of forget, since I fell out of anime, you know, Dot Hack does have, like, a pretty strong, like, I wouldn't say pretty strong, but, like, I feel like more people that like Dot Hack like it for, like, the anime and the manga side of it. So, I don't know. Is that it? The armor, it's down. Our last rush. Alright guys, come on. Let's finish this off. Let's finish the one sin off and get our wings for Haseo. It would have been so funny if you got, like, devil wings or something. But, like, boom. We did it!
It's too close.
No, it wasn't. We were fine. Hooray! Adley learned Les As. That is a light element spell. But, you know, in the last, are you done, Adley? In the last game, we got a piece of equipment that wasn't really too useful to me. But this one, Raises all those stats pretty nice, and decreases all attack damage by 25%. Which I thought was good, but then I got to thinking about the phrasing again, because I read it as, like, damage to you. What if it means damage you deal out? So, I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So we took care of the 2 super bosses. We have 1 bonus episode left, and that's just kind of taking care of the rest of the lost weapons and, you know, wrapping up the Vital Vista thing. So stay tuned for the last one, guys. I'll see you then. Bye.